Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the IS Companion. Today, we will explore two fundamental concepts in psychology: stress and motivation. These concepts are deeply intertwined with how we navigate our lives, respond to challenges, and strive to achieve our goals. Understanding stress and motivation is crucial for comprehending human behavior and the ways in which individuals adapt to their environments. Understanding stress. Stress is an adjustment demand that requires some form of adaptive response from an individual. It represents a particular relationship between a person and their environment, which the individual appraises as exceeding their resources for coping and thus endangering their well being. In other words, stress arises when there is a perceived threat or challenge that seems beyond an individual's ability to manage effectively. Characteristics of stress: 1. Inevitable. Stress is an unavoidable part of life. Everyone experiences stress at various points, and it is a natural response to both positive and negative life events. 2. Dynamic. Stress is not static. It evolves as the situation and the individual's appraisal of that situation change over time. 3. Cumulative. Multiple stressors can combine to produce a significant impact on an individual, making it crucial to recognize and address stress early on. 4. Not simply nervous tension. Stress is more than just nervous tension. It can be present unconsciously and has both psychological and biological components. 5. Not always negative. Stress is not inherently bad. In some cases, stress can be a motivator, helping individuals to achieve their goals. This is often referred to as eustress or positive stress. 6. Complex. Stress is more than anxiety or fear. While it has psychological components, it also involves biological responses that prepare the body to deal with threats. Example, the fight or flight response. Types of stress. 1. Frustration. This occurs when an individual is blocked from achieving a goal. Frustration can lead to anger, disappointment, or feelings of helplessness. 2. Conflict. This arises when an individual faces competing demands or choices, leading to stress due to the difficulty in making a decision. 3. Pressure. This type of stress results from expectations placed on an individual, either by themselves or others, to perform in a certain way. Stressors. 1. Personal stress. This includes stress arising from personal life events, such as relationship issues, financial difficulties, or health problems. 2. Background stressors. These are the ongoing, minor irritations and demands of daily life, such as traffic jams, noisy environments, or time pressures. 3. Cataclysmic events. These are large-scale, often traumatic events, such as natural disasters or wars, that affect many people simultaneously. Approaches to studying stress. 1. Hans Selye's approach. Selye introduced the concept of the General Adaptation Syndrome, GAS, which describes the body's response to stress in three stages: alarm, resistance, and exhaustion. This model highlights how prolonged stress can lead to physical and mental exhaustion. 2. Lazarus and Folkman's approach. Lazarus and Folkman emphasized the role of cognitive appraisal in stress. According to them, stress is a result of how an individual perceives and interprets a situation, and coping strategies are crucial in managing stress. Major strategies for coping with stress. 1. Problem-focused strategies. These involve tackling the source of stress directly by taking action to resolve the issue. 2. Emotion-focused strategies. These focus on managing the emotional response to stress rather than the stressor itself, such as using relaxation techniques. 3. Other coping strategies. Exercise. Physical activity helps in reducing stress by releasing endorphins and improving mood. Relaxation techniques. Techniques such as Jagbuson's progressive relaxation or biofeedback help in reducing physiological arousal associated with stress. Cognitive therapy. Cognitive therapy helps individuals reframe their thoughts about stressful situations, reducing the emotional impact of stress. Understanding motivation. Motivation is the process that initiates, directs, and sustains goal directed behavior. It is a combination of internal and external forces that drive an individual to act in a certain way to achieve specific objectives. Motivation explains why we do what we do and how we persist in the face of challenges. Types of motives. 1. Biological motives. These include basic physiological needs such as hunger, thirst, and sleep, which are essential for survival. 2. Social motives. These involve the need for social interaction, approval, status, and achievement. Social motives often drive behaviors related to relationships, work, and community involvement. 3. Psychological motives. These include needs related to self-esteem, self-actualization, and personal growth. Psychological motives are often linked to an individual's sense of purpose and fulfillment. Characteristics of motivation. 1. Behavioral manifestation. Motives drive behavior but cannot be directly observed, they are inferred from the actions they inspire. 2. Complex interaction. Multiple motives can influence behavior simultaneously, and different combinations of motives can produce the same behavior. 3. Dynamic nature. Motivation is not fixed, it changes over time as needs and desires evolve. 4. Cultural variation. The expression of motives can vary significantly across cultures, influenced by societal norms and values. 5. Individual differences. There is significant variability in how individuals perceive and act on their motives, leading to different behaviors in similar situations. 6. Restlessness and activity. Motivation often leads to a state of restlessness that compels an individual to take action to achieve a goal. 7. Goal-oriented. Motivation is always directed towards achieving specific goals. The stronger the motivation, the more committed an individual is to achieving their goals. Theories of motivation. 1. Hull's drive theory. This theory suggests that behavior is driven by the need to reduce physiological tension caused by unmet needs, such as hunger or thirst. It emphasizes the role of homeostasis in motivation. 2. Vector balance theory, also known as field theory. This cognitive approach suggests that behavior is the result of the interaction between an individual's needs and the environment. Motivation is seen as the result of forces in the psychological field that push or pull an individual towards or away from certain goals. Intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation arises from within the individual, driven by personal satisfaction or interest in the task itself. Extrinsic motivation is driven by external rewards, such as money, grades, or praise. In conclusion, both stress and motivation are powerful forces that shape human behavior. While stress can be a source of both challenge and opportunity, motivation drives us towards our goals, helping us to overcome obstacles and achieve success. Understanding these concepts is essential for managing our lives effectively and supporting others in their journeys. By recognizing the signs of stress and the sources of motivation, we can better navigate the complexities of life and foster a more fulfilling existence. Thank you for your attention. Follow us on YouTube, www.youtube.com/iscompanion.